Blog Talk Radio.
You don't understand, see, you don't get it.
People don't understand,
I'm
man.
a free man, and I don't mean just out of jail. I am
They just don't
free at
understand
last.
Corey Jackson, man. More Medgar Evers. How many more, man? My brother. We gotta get out of stop, man. We gotta get free.
I have
Gotta put a stop to it. We gotta get free, man. We gotta get free. We can't keep doing this to us. This tale is ill. The autobiographic is real. So I share it from deep in my memory film. 1140-35 inscribed on his khaki suit. I set a cross from my brother, trapped in his cell room. Different families around, attempting to heal wounds. Conversation by the hour for dark souls to soothe. But this case is different. It's hella treacherous niggas. Cowards my brother trusted that became his false witness. Picture this, a small town, locale with southern states. And that serves as the framework that outlines the case. The murder took place, victim of another race. She had status and spoke to governors face to face. More fuel for the flames of supremacy and hate that blacks will never escape without God's grace. On the court date, they brought him in shackled, he took the stand. Third black boy being charged for death by one hand. An argument in another state that wouldn't have a chance. But the Commonwealth of Kentucky is a southern land that still got problems with brothers from the motherland. They judge us not by character, but by skin. But in this case, it was one Negro hair. They said similar to his in the car when she disappeared. Funny, how many blacks got similar hair? We unlucky. Evidence they used when they argued at trial, but never tested DNA and put it on file. It's all foul and wow. 50 years they gave him. Throughout trial, never showed his involvement with the slaying. Just hearsay from inmates and the main suspect.
You don't understand. You don't get it. I'm a free man, and I don't mean just out of jail. I am free at last.
Gotta get free, man. Be more substantial evidence, man. Testimonies from local bums in a segregated city is the evidence they use to convince the jury committee. But really, that's only the second level of injustice. The first level was the lie detector test they shuffled. The main suspect failed too. But detectives lied to the judge to get a warrant through. For who? You guessed it, my brother's name in the loop. The table now set for Southern hospitality soup, and they be cooking black boys by ones and groups. Straight out their youth, they stamp them by stretching the truth. But don't get it twisted, I hate anything that's corrupt. But when the government is guilty, tell me who can you trust? Now 14 of the 50 years, my brother is done, and never had nothing to do with the death of the gun, but was violently prosecuted by a snake with a tongue. No wonder we burn with hatred like the rage of the sun. I'm all here.
Let me ensure that I am through walking on a wild side. That's all I've been trying to tell you. I have been sick with the social ills.
And welcome to the Men Empowered Radio Show right here on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you and yours, Israel, wherever you are on this world's wide web. We are getting ready to do another edition of Crime Scene Investigation, the 12 Patriarchs, and tonight we will be dealing with Dan. I know I have written it out incorrectly. It says Zebulon, but we did Zebulon last night. So tonight we will do Dan, the tribe of Dan. You know where they are. Those are the ones that were out of the 12 tribes of Israel at the last moment they left. We'll get into that a little bit later down the road. But from my research and from my studies, they were there with the Grecians. You heard of the movie The 300? Well, that was the tribe of Dan. So we're going to look at what Dan has to do, or Dan has to say about concerning anger and lying. So we're going to do that right after we come back with Joel McCrae, Angels Watching Over Me.
watching over me. I want you to see they got my back when the devil attacks. When he raises his head, they cut no slack. Whatever I need, I can pray it. Wait for my God to come along and okay it. If I want to get my praise on, I'll play it. Sit back, enjoy these tracks. I'm about to flow. Here we go.
It's the music of Joe McCrae taken from the CD Song for You. We are back with the 12 Patriarchs, the Testament of Dan concerning anger and lying. So we want to go ahead and take a look at this. We've got 7 paragraphs to read out to you. Want to put a bug in you all's ear. Has anyone researched the spirit of Bel-Air? Has anyone researched the spirit of Bel-Air? Well, hit me up at menempoweredtoprosper@yahoo.com and let me know what your findings are. The Bel-Air is B-E-L-I-A-R. That's B-E-L-I-A-R. Let me know what you find on the spirit of Bel-Air. All right, the testament of Dan concerning anger and lying. By the way, you can also look us up on YouTube. YouTube, brought to you by my good friend JEWEDuP. He has all of our studies from Blog Talk Radio into a Pictionary on YouTube.com. The records of the words of Dan, which he spoke to his sons in his last days, in the 125th year of the life he called together his family, and said, Hearken to my words, ye sons of Dan. Give heed to the words of the mouth of your father. I have proved in my heart and in my whole life that truth with just dealing words of the mouth of your father. Excuse me, I'm reading that kind of backwards a little bit. I have proved in my heart and in my whole life the truth with dealing is good and well-pleasing to the Most High, and that lying and anger are evil, because they teach man all wickedness. I confess this day to you, my children, that in my heart I rejoice concerning the death of Joseph, a true and good man, and I rejoice at the selling of Joseph, because his father loved him more than us. For the spirit of jealousy and of vainglory said to me, his son, and one of the spirits of Beliar, there's that word again, Beliar, wrought with me, saying, Take this sword, and with it slay Joseph. So shall thy father love thee with he is slain. This is the spirit of anger that counseled me. Then even as a leopard devoured a kid, so should I devour Joseph. But the Most High God of Jacob, our father, gave him not over into my hands, that I should find him alone, nor suffered me to work this iniquity, that 2 tribes should be destroyed in Israel. Paragraph 2. And now, my children, I am dying, and I tell you of a truth, that unless ye keep yourselves from the spirit of lying and of anger and love truth and long-suffering, ye shall perish. There is blindness in anger, my children, and no wrathful man regardeth any person with truth. For thought it be a father or a mother, he behaveth toward them as enemies. Through it be a brother, he knoweth him not. Through it be a prophet of the Most High, he disobeyeth him. Through a righteous man, he regardeth him not. A friend he doeth not acknowledge. For the spirit of anger encompasseth him with the nets of deceit, and blinded his natural eyes, and through lying darkeneth mine, and giveth him a sight of his own making, and wherewith encompasseth he his eyes, in hatred of heart, and he giveth him a heart of his own against his brothers unto envy. Paragraph 3. My children, mischief is anger, for it becomes as a soul to the soul itself, and the body of the angry man it maketh its own, and over his soul it getteth the mastery, and it bestowed upon the body its own power, that it may work all iniquity. And whenever the soul doeth anger, it justifieth what has been done, since it seemeth not. Therefore, he who is wrathful, if he be a mighty man, had trembled might in his anger, one by the might age of his servants, and a second by his wrath, whereby he pursueth and overcometh in injustice, and having a third of the nature of his own body, and of his own self working the evil, and through the wrathful man be weak, yet had he a might twofold of that which is by nature, for wrath ever aideth such in mischief. This spirit goeth always with lying, at the right hand of Satan, that his works may be wrought with cruelty and lying. Paragraph 4. Understand ye therefore this, the might of wrath, that is vain. For it first of all strengthened him in word, then by these in strengthening him who is anger, and with bitter punishment disturbeth his mind, and so stirreth up with great wrath his soul. Therefore, when anyone speaketh against you, be not ye moved unto anger. And if any man perisheth, praiseth you as good, be not lifted up, not elated, either to the feeling or showing of pleasure. For first it pleaseth the hearing, and so stirreth up the understanding, to understand the grounds for anger, and then being wrathful, he thinketh that he is justified, he is justly angered. If ye fall into any loose or ruin, my children, be hot trouble, for this very spirit maketh men desire that which had perished, in order that they may be inflamed by the desire. If you suffer loss willingly, be not vexed, for from vexation raiseth up wrath with lying, and wrath with lying is a twofold mischief. And they speak one with another, that they may disturb the mind. And when the soul is continually disturbed, the Most High departed from it, and Belial and Belair ruleth over it. Paragraph 5. Observe therefore, my children, the commandments of the Most High, and keep his laws, and depart from wrath, and hate lying, that the Most High may dwell among you, and Belair may flee from you. Speak truth each one with his neighbor, so shall ye not fall into lust and confusion, but ye shall be in peace, having the Most High God of peace. So shall no war prevail over you. Love the Most High through all your life. Unite one another with a true heart. For I know that in the last days ye will depart from the Most High, and will provoke Levi unto anger, and will fight against Judah. But ye shall not prevail against them, for an angel of the Most High shall guide them both. For by them shall Israel stand, and wheresoever ye depart from the Most High, ye will walk in all evil, working the abomination of the Gentiles, going astray with women of them that are ungodly, and the spirit of error shall work in you with all malice. For I have read in the book of Enoch the righteous, that your prince of Satan, and that all the spirits of fornication, pride, shall be judged unto Levi, to lay a snare for the sons of Levi, to came then to sin before the Most High. And my sons will draw near unto Levi, and sin with them in all things. And the sons of Judah will be covetous, plundering other men's goods like lions. Therefore shall ye be led away with them in captivity, and there shall ye receive all the plagues of Egypt, and all the malice of the Gentiles. And so, when ye return to the Most High, ye shall obtain mercy, and he shall bring you into his sanctuary, calling peace upon you. And there shall arise unto you from the tribes of Judah and Levi the salvation of the Most High. And ye shall make war against Belair, and he shall give the vengeance of victory to our coast, and the captivity shall he take from Belair. even the souls of the saints, and shall turn disobedient hearts unto the Lord, and shall give to them who call upon him everlasting peace. And the saints shall rest in Eden, and the righteous shall rejoice in the new Jerusalem, which shall be unto the glory of God forever and ever. And no longer shall Jerusalem endure desolation, nor Israel be led captive. For the Most High shall be in the midst of her, dwelling among men, even the Holy One of Israel, reigning over them in humility and in poverty. And he who believeth on him shall reign in truth in the heavens. Now, as you can see, you remember that Paul went to the Gentiles over in Cyrus and Greece. And we believe that those are the descendants of Dan, talking about those Gentiles. They were led out of the inheritance, grafted back in through the mission of Paul. Let's look at paragraph 6. And now, my children, fear the Most High and take heed unto yourselves of Satan and his spirits, and draw near unto God and to the angel that intercede for you. For he is a mediator between the Most High and man for the peace of Israel. He shall stand up against the kingdom of the enemy. Therefore is the enemy eager to destroy all that call upon the Most High. For he knoweth that in the day on which Israel shall believe, the kingdom of the enemy shall be brought to an end, and the very angel of peace shall strengthen Israel, that it fall not into the extremities of evil. And it shall be in the time of the iniquity of Israel that the Most High will depart from them, and will go after him that doeth his will. For unto none of his angels shall it be as unto him. And his name shall be in every place Israel, and among the Gentiles Savior. Keep therefore yourselves, my children, from every evil work, and cast away wrath, and all lying, and love, truth, and long-suffering. And the things which ye have heard from your father, do you also impart to your children, that the Father of the Gentiles may receive you. He is true and long-suffering, meek and low and lovely, and teacheth by his works the law of God. Depart therefore from all unrighteousness, and cleave unto the righteousness of the law of the Lord, and bury me near my fathers. Now this, you know that the 12 tribes knew of the promise that was supposed to come through the tribe of Judah. And this is speaking on Yeshua the Christ. Paragraph 7 and final paragraph of the Testament of Dan. And when he has said these things, he kissed them and slept the long sleep. And his son buried him, and after that they carried up his bones to the side of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. Nevertheless, as Dan had prophesied unto them that they should forget the law of their Most High God, and should be alienated from the land of their inheritance, and from the race of Israel, and from their kindred, so also it came to pass. Now, as you can see, like we said, and we're going to go into a much more detailed study on what happened to Dan. And we believe from our research that among the Grecians, and were also part of the Spartans. And we knew that a remnant of them were a part of what you see on the movie it is portrayed the 300. So we will do this at a later date, doing a research study on the tribe of Dan. Tomorrow night, we will go into Naphtali concerning natural goodness. So my name is Brother Malachi, and join us for another edition on the 12 Patriarchs right here on Blog Talk Radio. Shalom.